NHRA 1975. Just want to do a short video on sort of explaining what's going on with the car and whatnot. Just been putting out some real short videos and haven't really explained to anyone what's going on. So I brought the car to the track probably 3 weeks ago and experienced the same stutter problem as I had in the previous year. And from the best I can tell, that my friend there, from Subdivision Auto, who I'll put the video down in the description, who makes these great videos. It seems like the fuel pressure is okay. We will re-verify that, but it seems like perhaps the ignition system was the problem. So I've gone ahead and changed a lot of the ignition system. Let me show you that. Picked up MSD 7AL box. It's a used one, but it's from my friend Patrick, and it actually was a friend of ours box. He had it in a race car. Our friend passed away, Chris Collins. So the spirit of Chris Collins will always be in this car if that box stays. Did that, and then I just I kept the old. I've labeled all the various wires coming out of the old box, so I can always reconnect this box if need be. There's a little bit of spaghetti down there. Of maybe one day I'll clean it up. Anyway, so I've changed the box, so if that was a problem, we'll find out. Changed the rotor and cap to a nicer MSD one, as well as the little ignition, little button that goes in the middle is a better one, a carbon one or something like that. So all that should maybe help. There wasn't any extreme arcing. There was a little bit of arcing in the cap and rotor, so maybe that was it. And lastly, I changed the coil itself. That coil is actually another used one, but it works. I've fired up the engine. It's specifically meant, or not specifically meant, but it's meant for the MSD 7AL box. I have another coil down there, but that was the one off the crane, but I decided to go with the one that's supposed to be meant for that box. So anyway, so hopefully that's it. Unsure until I get to the track. It's sort of hard to with a drag race car to diagnose stuff when it's under full acceleration. So the only way I can do it legally is to go to the track, and I'm hopefully gonna go there next weekend and just to try it out and to diagnose what's going on. If that stutter disappears, that'd be awesome. But I'm also going to put the GoPro right in front of that fuel pressure gauge, and I'm probably just going to do some 60 foot. Go to track, do some 60 foots, maybe 330, and see what happens. As well, the suspension. Like here's a pick. This thing hooks up real hard now. So I don't know if you can tell in the pick, it's actually like really wrinkling the tires. There's a lot of separation here, obviously, called anti-squat, which is great. So that's good. I'm probably going to order some better shocks, Viking shocks for the back, so I can control the springs more, because now this thing's hooking up pretty good. And there's also a problem I've had for a while. There's an inch difference in between this height in terms of the ride height on this side and the ride height on this side. It's actually an inch down. So I might have to either get another coil spring or something to get that up to where it's the same size. I'm going to remove the coil springs on this anyways, and just see if there's a height difference on the rear coil springs and go from there. I mean, the thing is just to get to the track. The biggest thing right now is to get rid of that stutter. So if I can figure out if that was the ignition system, which would be great, I can sort of move on to chassis tuning, because I'm pretty sure this thing's going to need some chassis tuning. And yeah, I'm hoping to get racing again. I went to the track last week at this time, and we had a whole super stock show go on. These are NHRA Superstock cars over there, and Some of them were really hooking up good, including this Buick. So, and he basically, this was a stock 11-year Buick, and he basically didn't have much more than I had in terms of suspension stuff. I mean, he had a real trick Buick engine and stuff, but I mean, I could do the same thing. So, I mean, I just really need to work on the suspension a bit more, but I think I can get there. Another problem too I'm having is this thing isn't holding. When I'm trying to do a burnout, these front brakes don't hold the tire. And I know I have 1,000 psi at the caliper, so it's not about a failing solenoid in the line lock. It's more about there maybe just not enough clamping force. And I talked to this guy at Strange. He said try some pads that don't have any organic material. And a long time ago they made things called organic pads, and I found some on eBay. Someone didn't use them for a project, and they're from like 20 years ago, maybe more. I'm going to put those pads in, and maybe that will give me some more clamping force by, you know, when I heat up the pads more, they'll pinch the caliper, and maybe that won't, I'll get some better burnouts, because that was a problem too, is I wasn't getting good burnouts because that wheel ends up sliding or whatever. So anyways, yeah, those are all the things I'm just going to keep working on. I'm going to keep working on it and get it right, and I'd really like to get bracket racing again this year. I say that every year on this channel, but I think I'm a lot closer now than I ever was, so I can taste victory. Anyways, guys, enough rambling. Talk to you later.